Hi everybody, I'm MaDonna from Mad Bees Quilt and Sew, and I want to do a little bit of a sewing tip, trick, whatever you would like to call it. I have made this really cute applique quilt, and I don't want to put a binding on it. I love the way it ends right now. So what am I going to do? I'm going to put a flange on it. I am going to finish it with a different technique. So what do you need? You're going to need a tape measure. You're going to need fabric because we're going to make the flange out of everything, and you're going to need your ruler and cutting tools. So here we go. What I have done to prep this is I've measured my quilt first, okay? So I know where I'm going. I will be cutting 3-inch wide strips and 4 5-inch squares. So I have got 4 5-inch squares here. There's 4 of them, 1 for each corner. And then I've got the strips that I'm going to need to be able to do my top and bottom, side and side. So first thing I'm going to do is go to the ironing board and press my squares in half to a triangle. Okay, so right now I have my 4 squares pressed wrong sides together. Okay, each one of those is going to go into a corner. I'm going to place it right on a corner. And that's my first step. All the raw edges are going to be together. He's already looking different. After I've placed my 4 squares, I am going to measure the sides and I'm going to subtract 1 inch from that measurement. So measure your sides. Where's the end at here? Use a tape measure. He's 30 inches or right around there. And so I want to make sure that I'm doing that precisely. So here's my measurement. He measures just over 30 inches. So I'm going to cut 2 strips at 29 inches for my side pieces. Okay, so here we go. I have got Frank laying down on the table with the right side up. I have got 4 corner squares that were cut at 5 inches each. Those are down first. I'm then going to place my piece that is 3 inches by 29 on the side. This measurement is only 3 inches by whatever the length you're going to need. So this is where you have to make that decision, okay? I am going to center it on the side here. I'm going to take my other piece and put it on the side and center it. So I should have, because I went an inch shorter, I should have about a 1/2 inch or a finger's width on either end here. And I'm sorry I did this with black today. I wasn't really thinking. Okay, so it's all lined up there. Now my last 2 pieces are going to be the 13 inch, okay, by 3. Those are going to go on the bottom edge. This looks crazy because I have this opening here where there's no fabric. That's perfect, okay? Absolutely perfect. It's going to be on this corner. It's going to be on this corner. All of these corners need to not have fabric in the corner because what's going to happen is when I sew this, I'm going to roll all this to the other side and press it, and you'll be amazed at how beautiful this is going to lay, okay? Some pins. I'm not typically a pinner, but I don't want to shift and lose that. This is also a great time to attach your walking foot. We are going through 5 layers, okay? So we need to make sure that we keep everything in place. Okay, so I've stitched all the way around the outside edges. And as you can see, I stitched straight down and then I went straight across. I used white thread on this one because you're not going to see it. It will be totally encased inside. Once I'm done sewing, I'm gonna go in and just snip out a little bit of that corner there. And I'm not taking off much, just a little dab. I'm gonna do that on all 4 corners, then I'm going to press. When I press this, I am going to take this edge and press it first straight out, and then I'm going to press it and roll it to the back. Okay, you can see I've got all 4 of my sides flipped out, okay? I did not turn my corners yet. I want to go ahead and press this edge now nice and tight, and you can see that's where I snipped that out. That way it's going to help when I go to turn all of that in. On to the next step. Okay, so there is a cute little hack you can do here, okay? This is not the easiest part, okay? It's great because it's done faster, or it feels like it's done faster. But turning this edge can be tricky. One of the things that you can actually do is stitch this edge closer to this piece, and it'll help it to turn a little bit nicer. I am going to add just a bit of steam while I do this. So, mist, mist, mist. Smush it in, finger press it well, and go ahead and press it down. I'm going to do that to all 4 sides. Okay, so I decided that I better trim out more from that corner. So I've started back a little further here and gone right up to my stitching, and then I'm going to go to the other corner and I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, because if I leave too much bulk in there, I'm not going to be able to turn my triangle. I've given this a good press, so all of my seams are now wanting to turn inward. And now I'm going to take this outside corner and roll it around. I'm going to carefully push out that point. I don't want to use a strong tool because remember we trimmed quite a bit, okay? And look at how pretty that's looking. It's going to wrap all of this around. Then you get to make some decisions on your own. 1, are you entering this quilt into a competition? If you are, then you want to go in and hand sew these pieces down. If you're like me and this is going to hang in the store as a shop sample, I'm going to use a fusible. I'm just going to cut some strips of seam a seam, say that one, steam a seam 2, and I'm going to place that into each one of these lengths, and I'm just going to press that down and into place. It will hold it perfectly. So look at how great this is looking. Flipping the corners, get in there, turn it, push it out. Just be careful not to push too hard so that you push out your point and you don't have anything. But look at how great it's starting to look. A little more pressing and he will be ready to hang in the store. Yay.